To the bonus video where we're going to learn something called turtle. Now, turtle is something that helps us draw things in Python, which is really, really awesome. Python is great for a lot of things, and we can draw things. So today we're going to draw a snowman. So I've already created a project, and it's called Snowman. I set up my configuration, and so we should be ready to go. So if you have any questions on that, go watch the last video, and you'll be able to see how to set up a project in PyCharm. So we're going to go and we're going to import something. We've never done this before, but we're going to import turtle. And that's basically just telling Python to go and find this code that some other programmers have written so that we can use it. Now, we have to do this tricky thing. It's not going to make a lot of sense, but it's going to help us. And we have to name a variable t so that it goes and finds this code that other programmers have written for us and then tells it to run its functions. So now anytime we want to run turtle and draw things, all we have to put is t and then tell it what to do. And I'll show you what that means. Let's just start with something simple like a line. We're going to put t dot pen down, which is basically it's going to tell turtle to put the pen down. And before we do that, we're going to want to tell it where to go. t.go_to, and we're going to give it coordinates. Let's put 0, 0. That's going to be right in the middle of the screen. So now we've got t.pen down. Now let's do t.go_to. Let's just draw a line of pretty long line. Let's go 30, 0. Great. And then we're going to put t.done so that the window does not close. We'll see if that works. If that doesn't work, we'll try something else. Okay, that didn't work. Let me try something else. We're going to do t.screen. And that also might not work. Let's see here. Let's see if maybe we need to put there we go. That should work. I don't know why the other one wasn't working. That's kind of strange. So this should keep the window open for us. Okay, you see this? This is our turtle head right here, this triangle. And it just drew us a line. Maybe we want a longer line. Let's go in and put, like, I don't know, 100 and see what happens. Let's run it. Okay, a little bit longer. Great. Now, maybe we want to change the color of something. So let's do that. Let's say t.fillColor is equal to, let's do blue. Let's see what happens. Okay, did you see how it turned that blue? But the line is still black. So let's put t.color is blue as well. That's going to change the color of the line. Perfect. Okay, so we did that. Maybe we can draw a square now, since we have kind of the hang of it. So we've already gone over 100. Now we need it to go up 100 as well. So we got 100, 100. Okay, so it goes over, and then it goes up. Now we need to come back over. So we got t.go_to 0, 100. Okay, so it's gone over, up, over, and we need to come back down. t.go_to back to where we started, 0, 0. Let's run it and make sure we did it right. Awesome! We just drew our first shape in Turtle. So let's go ahead and start drawing a snowman. We're going to use some of the things we've used before, like functions. And it's going to get tricky. So if you're not understanding what's going on, that's okay. Just follow along, and you'll learn as we go. So we're going to define a function called drawCircle. Perfect. And now this function is going to need a few things. It's going to need the color. It's also going to need the radius. It's going to need the x value and the y value. Great. Now we need to tell it what to do. So for this function, we're going to have the pen go up. So pen up, so that means it's not going to be drawing, and the turtle can move without drawing. And then we're going to tell it to have a fill color. Now that fill color is going to depend on what we tell it later on. So we're just setting this up right now. Then we're going to have t.goTo, and you're really going to see why functions are useful in this example. We kind of realized it earlier on, but this is going to be really awesome. Because we're only going to have to write this once, and then we can draw as many circles as we want. Okay, now that we're where we want to start, we're going to have the pen go down, pen down, and then we're going to have it start to fill. So begin, fill, t.circle, and now Python is going to do this for us automatically, which is awesome. It's going to draw the circle for us automatically. We just need to tell it what the radius is. Then we're going to say t.endFill, and that's it. So this is going to make the pen go somewhere. It's going to choose a color. Then it's going to tell it to go somewhere. Put the pen down, begin to fill. We're going to draw a circle, then we're going to end the fill. So it should draw us a nice circle. And let's test it out right here. So let's run that function of drawCircle, and let's make it a red circle with a radius of 50. And we'll do that right in the middle of the screen so we can see it at 0, 0. So you'll see how we're putting in these different things for what we need. Let's run it. We should get a red circle. Perfect. Great. That looks awesome. So let's see. For a snowman, we're gonna need 3 circles, right? So we're gonna say draw circle, and we're gonna put that maybe we'll put it to the right a little bit, and we'll just see what fits together. It might take some trial and error, but that's okay. So we're going to tell it we want a white circle, and let's go ahead and make this the head. So we're going to have a radius of about 30. And then let's put that right in the middle of the screen, and we'll put it down a little bit, at about 40. Let's put it at about 40 and see what happens. We'll run this, and let's see that we get a circle. Okay, awesome. That's like right in the middle of the screen. Just what we want to see. Let's draw one more circle for the body. We'll make it white again. Let's see, we need to have this one start a little bit lower and be a little bit bigger. So we'll have that be at about 40, and then we'll have that x value to start be 0, negative 100. Okay, so it's stacked, and we can play with this a little bit. You know, maybe we don't want them to be so close together. Maybe we do, and that's just up to you. Maybe instead you want this to be a little lower. Maybe we could say 130 and see what happens. Okay, we got that one. Okay, see now they're not touching, so we went too far down. Maybe let's try 110. See? Okay, a little bit closer, but still not quite. I'm just going to go ahead and stick with 100 because I kind of like that it's stacked like that. Now let's draw the bottom. We'll do white again. And this time it's going to be the biggest of the 3 circles. Let's make it like 60 this time. We'll go 0 and negative 200. Alright, perfect. Now we've got a good looking start to a snowman. So what else does a snowman need? Well, and I'm just going to put in a little comment here so that we know. This is for draw the body. Now we're going to put, what else do we need? We need eyes. Draw eyes. And those are circles, so we can do that pretty easily. Let's do another draw circle. And we're going to do white. And this time we're going to start it at 2. It'll be, sorry, a radius of 2. So negative 10. And negative 10. Okay. That should put that a little circle. Okay, okay. And maybe that's a little low for my taste, but we'll see how it looks. Let's add another one. Draw a circle, white. We'll do the exact same thing. Zero. So we're going to do a 10. My bad. 10 and negative 10. Okay, so that will put it down 10 and up 10. See what that looks like. Sweet. We've got 2 eyes there now. Okay, maybe I'm thinking, man, my turtle is going slow, right? So I'm going to go in here and say t.speed. Now I'm just going to say go 10, go quick. Let's run that again and see what it looks like. Okay, it's a little quicker now, right? So we can save some time. Maybe, you know what? Let's try like 100 and see what happens. Okay, that's much quicker, which is nice for when we're just doing these little details. So we've got the eyes, but now we need a nose. You know what? We're gonna put a circle there for now, and we might go back and change that. But let's call this an orange, maybe, and let's make sure we just have a good spot for it. Maybe we can come back later and make it a triangle if we want to. So let's make it a radius of 3, put it at 0 and 15. See what happens. Okay, perfect. So we've got the nose there. That's great. Now, what else does it need? It needs some arms. We can't have a snowman without arms. So we're going to come in and let's draw the left arm. So we're going to have to write a little more code for this, because for these we already had a function, which is why we make functions, so we can just do, make little modifications. But for this, we're going to have to do it a little more manually. So we're going to say t.pen up, because we don't want it drawing on its way there. Then we're going to have it go to the edge of that body. So go to negative 15, negative 35. Great. And then we want it to have pen down. Pen down. And we want this to be a little thicker. So we're going to use something called t.pen size. And let's make that like a 5. So we'll have that width go up a little bit, so we'll be able to see that arm a little bit better. And then we're going to have it draw. T.go to. And we're going to have it go to negative 75 and negative 50. Great. Let's see what that looks like. Now I've drawn this before, and so if you're having trouble like figuring out where things go, that's okay. Just play around with it. Now I'm seeing that this is a black arm, and I don't know if I want it to be black. Usually on my snowmen, I have it be a brown stick or something like that. So we're going to have t.color and make that a brown. Let's see if that works, if Python knows what brown is. Perfect, we got a brown. Okay, we have the left arm. Now we need to do like almost that same thing, but for the right side. So we're gonna have t.pen up, t.color is gonna be brown, t.goto, and this is just gonna be the opposite. So it'll be 15 and negative 35. T.pen down so that it can draw. T.pen size. And we'll keep it 5 so that it have the same size arms. And t.goto. Again, opposite, so just 75 and negative 50. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Awesome. Not too bad. Not too bad. So let's see here. What else do we need? We need a hat. A good snowman has to have a hat. So let's draw a hat. And you are welcome to get as creative as you want. If you think that a snowman needs a scarf, you could try and draw a scarf. Or if you think it needs a snowflake beside it, try and do that too. You know, the possibilities are endless. So we're going to draw the hat. We need the pen to be up, t.pen up, so that it doesn't draw on its way there. Then we're going to go to where we want to start the hat. T.go to, and we're going to start that at negative 35 and 8. Perfect. What color is the hat? Let's do t.color is black. T.pen size. We're going to again make it a little bit thicker, like a 6, so that it shows up really well. And then we're going to do t.pen down, so that it starts to draw. Great. And we'll draw the first part of that hat. T.goto. Since we're starting at negative 35 and 8, we're going to have it go to positive 35 and 8. So we're just going to have it go up. And essentially we're going to want to draw a square, right? So 35 and 8. Then the next little part is going to be t.goto 30 and 8. So we're just going to have it go, we're going to draw and whoop, do a little brim on the hat. And then t.fill color. So this is where we're going to tell it that we want it to fill, and then we're going to tell it to begin the fill. Remember, we have to tell computers exactly what we want them to do, or else they won't know. They're lost. They can't think like we can think. Great, so we're beginning the fill, and then we're going to say t.left. And this is a really good little function to know, because all this time we've been using go to, which is great because we can tell it exactly where to go. But if we just want to go left, we can tell it to go left 90 pixels. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to tell it to go left 90, and then t.forward is going to tell it whatever way that turtle head is facing, it'll just keep going that way. So we're going to have it go 15, and that's going to make the little brim on the hat. And then we're going to have it turn left again, t.left 90. So that's going to turn the turtle head 90 degrees, and we'll have it go forward again. T.forward, so that it draws another 15. Actually, sorry. On this one, we're going to have it go 60. We want to draw a little bit longer. Let's just see what it looks like, just so that we're aware. Okay, great. We're almost there. Look, we've drawn like most of the hat. Let's slow that down. Let's go take that to about, maybe 50. And run that again so we can see it a little bit better. Still pretty quick. Wow. Okay, great. We are almost done with that hat. So let's go back down, T dot forward, and I'm just going to show you what this left does. So if we want to turn that 90, remember the last time that was pointing to the left, that turtle head. Okay, now see how it's pointing down? Because we told it to turn left 90 degrees, so then it can go down. T dot forward, and how far forward do we want that to go? Probably 15, so that it matches up. Okay, that looks good. That looks like a hat, doesn't it? Now, let's tell it to end the fill so that it fills that hat up. And that should be a completed snowman. Awesome. Okay, we've got a snowman there. Now, what else do we need? What else do we need for a good snowman? Maybe we need some buttons. We forgot to put buttons on there. So let's go and look and see. Awesome. We need some buttons right here. Good thing we already have a function for that. We're going to say draw the buttons. And we're going to use circles. So we'll say draw circle. And we're going to make those black buttons. And those need to start, we're going to have those be a radius of 2. Those need to be right in the middle, so 0. And then we'll have the first one start at 35. And let's see what that looks like. Awesome. Okay. Actually, we want to bring our pen size back down. See that pen size? Because that was really thick. So we're going to bring that back down to a 1 and see if that makes a difference. Okay, that's a little bit better. Because now that's a little bit smaller of a button. We're going to do that same thing, and we're just going to copy and paste here. Because once we write code, we don't need to write it over and over and over again. We just need to make small little changes. Like we just need to take that down a little bit, and take that down a little bit. Okay, awesome. We're going to try one more thing. We're going to try t.hide, hide turtle, so that once we're done drawing, we can't see that turtle head anymore. Great, and then it disappears. Awesome. That looks really, really good. Maybe, but you know what? Maybe I want this hat to be taller. That's kind of a small hat for that guy, isn't it? So let's go back up and find where we made the hat. Okay, we only made those 15 tall. So maybe let's double that and say 30, and then we need it to come back down 32. Let's see what that does. Okay, a little bit better, right? Awesome. So now we've made a snowman. And that was kind of tricky, and there was a lot to learn. But just remember that in Turtle, in Python, you can make a lot of different things. So play around with this, and I will put this code down below as well, so that you can look at it as you're coding along with this video. And we're excited to see what you can make and how many snowmen you can make.